Hello and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm your Captain Whale, and in today's episode we will be continuing our adventure in the city here in Sword March, Great Sword Upper. Just wanted to show off the nearly complete Ionios map. The only spot with any sort of fog left on it is the Agnus Castle region, or what I can assume is the Agnus Castle, and the ocean vortex in the center. Everything else is simply cloudy. There are two areas left to uncover on the map. So, let's get back into the story here in the Great Sword. I've gone around and met pretty much everyone that I could find within the city and gotten our affinity up to about 1/3 of the way to our second star. I just want to check the affinity chart rewards for the city. Yes, we do not need a caravan call to get a Nopon caravan stopping at the city, as there is already a trader pawn in the city. Everyone is still in the same class as they were last episode. And I am still in player control of Uni. Let's go snoop around here a little bit. Locked. Locked. Thought for sure that container would be back here. Probably in through here. Cannot get in there yet. Dead end there. So now, let's go talk to the residential guard and stay the night. The rooms are ready for you now. How about getting some rest? Rest in the dormitory? Yes.
N, you say?
You know him?
I know of him, definitely. He's been a real thorn in the city's side.
Sounds rough.
He slaughtered many of my people in cold blood.
Oh.
Why bring him up?
Well, no reason.
Hmm?
What's wrong? Is it something Monica said? Is there a problem?
No. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thought.
Yeah? Oh, I got some news earlier. We're not sleeping in tomorrow. Our briefing starts early. Get some rest while you can.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah. Night.
Wow, soft beds are really comfy. Who knew? I'm fairly sure you've always slept well, even in sleeping bags. Same. You lot, weren't you even a little nervous? Clearly you were nervous enough for all of us, judging by those dark circles under your eyes. I couldn't just meekly go to sleep after getting here and processing all that information. That sounds more like excitement than nerves, if you ask me. Well, it looks like last night's jumble of information will be sorted out in the war room. Right. We should probably start making a move over to the war room then. Right, agreed. Monica said, you take the lift down from nearby the Praetorian Hill, right? That's the sword's hilt guard. All the way there, huh? Okay then. Yep. Oh, don't worry, Noah. You're not alone in the hole getting a little freaked out by the fact that you met someone who's likely your past self turned Mobius. Or, not likely, is your past self turned Mobius. There was even a Mobius Mio there as well. Oh, looks like Gray's back in town.
I think we can take that elevator down to the war room.
Pretty much confirming that Gray is a lost number.
Hope this isn't one of the boring ones.
Off we go.
I also did meet an old lady off camera around the city who said her husband was in the Asia region, aka the last place where we saw Gray.
Okay then. Sneaking into Agnus Castle, huh?
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are. Who was it again?
You're looking for Gondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Gondor, break him out of the prison camp and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor?
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest, a hill on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected, high into the sky.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest. What kind of sick joke is that?
The next eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the queens.
A month.
Mio.
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
Yeah, and we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Uni, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh, that.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them. Long as you got that, you'll be near invisible. Slip clean under their noses.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Cadensia Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, well, that's how we do things.
But still,
I'll tell you to. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
All right. However, only as our absolute last resort. Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. The kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle. Get the details from him.
Mr. Samon's engineering department? Go down the lift near Dolgan Cliff and you'll find it in no time. It's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one. Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. What, you're not gonna show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too? Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry, not gonna be all buddy-buddy with you. Wow, what crawled up his arse? Look at it from their perspective. We essentially took the Ouroboros powers that were originally intended for them. But what does that have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. We should head to engineering. Standard quest, castle access accepted. Information here.
Huh. Would you believe it?
Info acquired, Guernica Van Dam. You're safe here in the city. Take your time. It might be the only genuine rest you get. Just don't forget about the operation. We've only got around a month to pinpoint in the Queen's locations. So we do have to leave the city to progress the story. I'm gonna quickly look at the map and see what we have as far as quests around here goes. That one's still from before. Down there as well. And there's still the one we saw when we went into the briefing room. I'll head back to the war room. I don't know if we'll accept the quest yet, but Travis does have something for us. One thing I have noticed about the city is there don't appear to be any humans with high Entia or Machina blood in them, so no headwings like Uni, and no shades of gray and rather machine-like features like Lands. Also, none with any blade-like body features such as ether lines, glowing hair, or core crystals. We're gonna show our quest route, get us out there easily. The city is still new, it's definitely the largest hub we've seen, and it's easy to get turned around, so we're gonna use navigation to get there quickly. I imagine if we go near that, we might end up meeting up with our old buddy Gray again. Now for this, we must leave to head back to the Cadensia region.
Almost forgot about this thing.
Back out into the ice and snow on the hilt of the Mechonis sword.
Is this like a rare thing?
Yes, and there is the city built into the hole in the Mechonis sword, which did have something built into it in Xenoblade Chronicles that has since fallen out. These guys are both going to be aggressive, so let's preempt that.
Why? Flash! No love lost!
They broke away.
Butterfly, look, come here! I got something for you!
I see you!
Soaring Tempest.
Staying!
Butterfly,
Hey, this feels pretty good.
Okay, show us what you got, Senna.
Everyone healed up. No complaints.
Appreciate it. Right. We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
I suppose since we no longer have Monica with us, let's put Riku and Banana back in the party.
Riku and Banana take care of it.
No access to Monica as of right now. Or her class. Sad, because she is a defender. We could use more defender classes. We can continue climbing further on the Sword Hill to that way, but we will do that later. Or I will do that later. I don't know if I'll show it unless there's a quest up there.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
Let's be a turd to this bird.
Hit him over and over.
Good going, Uni.
Eat this!
Staying. Power.
Final say, Mundo!
I see you.
My own scream.
Hornet.
And Riku and Banana must have fallen off or something.
Where did I miscalculate?
Gemini!
Root here. Everyone healed up. No complaints.
Appreciate it.
I'm gathering momentum.
No way they went from full to dead like that.
Power. We can do this.
I'm fit to burst. Right slap. My ultimate scream.
Refreshing rain.
Gemini! Strike! It's like you're not even trying.
That, I believe, is Mio to rank 10 in Medic Gunner.
Senna, maybe we could all walk closer to you.
That's a callback to something from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Got a nice little chuckle out of that.
Off we go.
We can now head further into the interior of the sword than we went previously. Centridge Harbor. Machine parts just lying around for the taking. Thank you, guys. More of these Levnus-like machines. I don't necessarily suppose the Lost Numbers call them Levnuses. We're going to deactivate the quest route now. We don't need it from here.
Wonder if there's another way somewhere.
There would be another way somewhere, Senna. A lot closer than most of the other ways we hear about. I did spend our silver Nopon coins down quite a bit last time, so we won't be worried for space on those for quite a while, I hope. But it's always good to have a few more. Particularly when we eventually do get the ability to go above and beyond our current class ranks.
Okay.
More Nopon coins.
Come to uni.
Pretty sure all the containers around the city have been Nopon. Don't know how many colony containers would make it into the Lost Numbers hands. Well, other than the containers containing actual people, the pods. Salmon. Excuse me, are you salmon? Most indeed, and friends are famed Ouroboros. I hear everything from Monaco. We'll lend spare ship to friends, no worry. Thank you very much for this. She good ship, Boundary the name. Friends feel free to use. Whoa, nice piece of kit, this. I've never seen a real ship before, except in the textbooks. If friends feeling gratitude can show respect by add Mr. to start of name. Mr. Salmon. Sorry to cut the pleasantries short, but could you just tell us more about the infiltration plan? At least ask about boat first, meh? Bah, fine, someone explain, so listen up. Surroundings of Agnus Castle, under exceptionally strict guard, nothing too unexpected. Even with most state-of-art cloaking device approached by Levnis, greeted with shooting and shouting and short, sharp landing. That's why we plan approach en route that go around Erythia Sea. From the sea, huh? Why, if they discover us in the drink, then aren't we royally snuffed? Erythia Sea shrouded in black fog. If used ship to glide along on surface of sea, will not show up on radar scan from above. Right, good thinking. Before proceed to explain nitty-gritty, we must make ship shape. Friends have to help also. It not run as is. There not enough fuel for runnage of Boundary. Ah, so that's the problem. Sounds like you need some good old-fashioned physical labor. Sign me up. Someone happy to see friend so enthusiastic. Could never hope to even carry 300 ether cylinder by own self, so things were looking choppy. 300? Do we really need that many? Friends must remember, once depart on ship, they're nowhere to top up before land of destination. That does make sense. Sure, but where the spark are we gonna find that many cylinders? Not here, that for sure. We pour all fuel we had into making prototype. In other words, we have to figure out the whole supply chain from nothing. Perish thought, friend. Salmon never expect friends could provide alone. Only need to assist associate of Salmon. Would like friends to go see Timna and explain situation. And that person can get us the cylinders? Assuredly, Timna come from one of 6 mighty houses. Should be no big deal to part with 100 ether cylinder or even 1,000. What are these 6 houses? Very fancy houses in holding of very important people. Alright, we got it. Where can we find this Timna? In Calum residential quarter of city. Great, let's go then.
Always nice to see a new face.
Alright, and nothing out on the end here. We're not gonna do the full walk back up to the city, so we're gonna go straight to Sword March. to the... not point of interest, Memorial Hall. Those 7 points of interest are the model Ouroboros stone and the 7 statues of the 7 house founders. Although 2 of them are actually the founders' mentors who they chose to immortalize instead of themselves. I read all the statues. We can read them later if we want during some side questing. We won't do it now though, even though we're right here. All I will say though is this boy here is Kevesi, she's Agnian. These 4 appear to come from before the founding of Kevis and Agnus, and freed the final 2 from the first generation of flame clocks.
According to Mr. Salmon, Timna's place should be around here.
Do you really think she can come up with 300 ether cylinders?
New info acquired, fortune clovers. There's Timna. Miss Timna, we've come on an errand from Salmon. Oh, really? And what might he need? Well, he's found himself quite urgently needing a large quantity of fuel, so... I don't need the preambles, Duck. This is Salmon we're talking about. I'm sure he's got a whole lot of guff to sell me. Well, I wouldn't quite... It's quite alright. What's he after? Tell me plainly. 300 ether cylinders. Planning something big again, isn't he? Not to worry. I'll have them prepared. Or, well, I'd love to do that for you, but lately the conservative lot have been buzzing around. Such a pain. The truth is, we haven't been able to secure a surplus for ourselves either. The conserva what now? They're the people who don't welcome war, perhaps. It seems you know enough to recognize not all of this great city's people think the same way. Some are happy to remain spectators in the conflict taking place outside our door. Not fight Mobius, maintain the status quo. They want nothing more than to seal the city's hatches, build up our defenses. Lots of conservative people like that here. But do pardon an old woman for that tangent. We were talking about ether cylinders. Their lot has been stockpiling more than they need, all just to cock a snook at us. You should get what you need from them. Huh? Didn't you just say that you didn't like each other? That doesn't mean there aren't any sensible people on that side too. I see, so even your separate factions are comprised of varying types then. Well, maybe we should pay a visit to one of these sensible people then. Please do. Speak to Miori. She's the person in charge of the material storage warehouse. If you tell her that the Napon's needs are many, the conversation should go smoothly. The Napon's needs are many. The material storage warehouse is outside the city. Mind how you go. Understood. Thanks for your help. Let's see. Is it in the Cadensia region outside the city? Where is it located? Ah, here.
Bonnet, digging up ore. Something so valuable here.
Now, feels like we've beaten up this bird a lot.
Yo, Riku, show what you're made of. Butterfly blade. Landslide. Mundo. Go, butterfly blade. Quick claw. Right. Butterfly blade. Mundo.
My ultimate scream! If I say so myself.
Good going, Uni.
Well, if this bird didn't want to get beaten up so frequently, it shouldn't have been hanging out on a bridge I need to cross so frequently. I'd say that's about right. If Bird doesn't want to get beaten up, Bird shouldn't be where Bird doesn't belong.
I'm getting the hang of this.
That's just the bunnet that was digging before. This bunnet does have a nice little
Here we go, guys.
machine wreckage hammer in its tail. It will be aggressive even if it were. Well, even if it weren't an elite.
We can do better yet.
You might want to surrender before we grind you into dust.
You want some more? Supreme Sword!
We have superiority.
Why?
Push through.
Group side play! It up!
Time to end this.
Big! Overboard!
I don't know why the game says that Lone Exile is a D rank for player control.
That was spectacular!
It seems pretty easy to play.
The MVP.
Oops,
You
they
were all
found us.
thinking it.
Enemy reinforcements.
Crap, they broke away! Gale
Butterfly blade. Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Aerial! Crap, they broke away!
Go!
Why? Quick draw.
You gotta face me! Wow, fish!
Days.
Mundo.
We
have superiority. Push through.
Strong now!
I'm more than strong enough to punch
Pretty
your
much what I
lights
expected.
out.
I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tyon?
Alright, more birds here.
We've been spotted.
Eat this.
They broke away! Demon Slayer! First serve!
Show us what you got, Senna.
Final say.
Soaring Tempest! Aerial! Flash!
Breathing as one.
Yo, Riku. Show 'em what you're made of. All right.
We're
keep 'em
unstoppable
coming.
with you around, Senna.
It is nice to have enemies aggroing us on their own for once. Some people might not see it that way, but I feel like it's a sign that we've finally succeeded in catching up to the power level of the rest of the game. Or the game's power level succeeded in catching up to us.
It'd be rude not to.
And of course we went up the seemed like the right side but wasn't the right side.
Ow!
Bunnet digging up ore.
This was a nice find.
Banana fishy fashion sen packing!
Not quite able to get past him.
First serve, me! Hit 'em over and over! Nice one, Uni! Soaring Tempest!
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall!
One thing that is nice though about being below levels where enemies will, well, above levels where enemies will aggro you, is it's a whole lot easier to gather drops from the exclamation mark enemies, as any enemy that does that, that is normally aggressive, won't aggro you while digging, or spitting up, or doing whatever it does. Like, occasionally an Arden will ram a tree and knock something down off of it. I still don't know what Garafa are doing when they shoot out electricity at random, or Urchons are doing when they shoot out their spikes. Maybe it's just a sign to stay away from him because you'll take a little bit of damage going too near. I don't know.
So cold. Whose bright idea was it to put a warehouse in the arse end of nowhere?
Something so valuable.
They must have
here.
wanted it somewhere that's hard to reach. Not that info didn't leak anyway.
I'll make this quick.
Hit a very
Group heal.
Butterfly blade! Eat this!
Demon Slayer. Update.
Go! Butterfly blade!
Staying power.
Gemini! Strike! No, no, no! Why?
I feel the power.
Yeah. Feels just like it should. That area.
Moonlight.
That's the power of Ouroboros.
This power.
I'm more than
We can do
strong
this.
enough to punch your lights out!
Gale slap.
Another elite down. A lot of them on this
Too easy.
on this stretch of the Mechonis sword.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
I'll whack 'em good!
They broke away. Break.
Come here! I got something for you!
Crap. They broke away.
Eat this! Come here! I got something for you!
Appreciate it.
No level up! Nothing
Right.
good!
Slap.
Break!
Keep it up, Senna.
Butterfly blade!
Say the
All right,
Sometimes
on to the elite.
force is the answer.
Gemini! Strike line!
ring. Aerial flash.
Wide slap!
Power flows free.
I know. Feel that. Feeling good.
Oh yeah!
The strength. It's amazing.
Refreshing ray.
I can handle this one.
Good going, Uni.
Butterfly
Staying
blade!
power. We've got them pinned down.
Crazy.
Time to win out the big gun! We'll blow you away!
Aerial flash.
Ray of punishment!
Demon Slayer.
Staying power. I feel.
Taken down.
Nice. That's how you pull off a win.
These are also high enough levels that we could be getting
Good thing we found this.
classes transferred over to other characters from these fights. We need 300 cylinders, so even though we don't have to provide that ourselves, let's get a little bit of our reserves built back up from activating that Pharaonis Hulk before storming the castle.
Come to uni.
Put him up. Manana can
All right, Fine Feather Faltar,
This
you
will be
ready to
rough.
go?
We got no choice.
go. Crap. They broke away. Demon Slayer.
Butterfly blade! Wide slap!
Quick draw.
Butterfly blade!
Get up, get up, get up.
Eat this!
Driving arrow.
Group heal.
Butterfly blade!
Fire.
Gemini! Strike! No level up!
Demon Slayer.
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out!
Hey, this thing's pretty good.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
Everyone healed up? No complaints? No more outages.
I see you. Quick. Good going,
Hey,
Uni.
this feels pretty good.
Show us what you got, Senna.
Things are building up.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
Time to win out the big gun! We'll blow you away!
Handle this one.
Good going, Uni.
Get
Big. Wide slap.
Ray of punishment!
I can handle this one.
Good going, Uni.
Aerial slap. Overboard.
Volcano!
No level up.
Demon Slayer.
Efficient healing is also no way we can lose.
Let's flash.
Interlink level 3.
I've got fucking spark now, mate.
Go! Butterfly blade!
Are you okay? We're big or go home. Shining halo. Typhoon field. Raptor wait. Typhoon field. Deadly twister. Don't fight.
Surrender before we grind you into dust!
The strength. It's amazing.
Let's
Hey, this thing's
cancel the interlink.
Butterfly blade!
Resident X.
Go!
Awesome. Stop. Now we can finish him. Anytime you want, the intake.
Go! Stay in! Time to wheel out the big gun! We'll blow you away!
No problem. Feel the power. Yeah, feels just like it should. This ain't the half of it.
Time to end this. This should up the odds a little.
No more ouchies. My optic screaming with tempest. Aerial flash.
Hold on tight!
Like that.
Interlink's nearly out! Hold up! Get that!
Glitter slash.
Gemini!
No problem.
I can handle this one. Nice one, Uni.
I see you. Landslide.
One thing I will say that I've said before, and I still haven't bothered to look up, is Lone Exile gets their talent art very quickly.
Be a second.
Get there.
Fire!
Go!
Overboard! Power of Ouroboros!
Let's use it to the max!
My optic screen tempest!
Hornet.
Wide slap!
Root heel!
Stay in. Power. Soulfire.
Fire! Demon Slayer! I felt good before, but now I feel glorious!
Smash everything.
A level 3 again, go.
That's your fucking spark now, man! Constrict Uprisal! Are you pissed? Time for the full finish! You ready for you-know-what?
Feel that! Oh yeah!
The strength! It's amazing! Aerial
Butterfly
Blade!
blade!
Great! Right through you! Glitter Stream! Deadly Twister!
Deactivate.
Butterfly
Break
blade!
every limit!
Moon.
Resident X!
Nothing going!
Let's show them.
I can feel it in my bones!
Here we time to wheel out the big gun! Feeling that white hot rush! Go! Ray!
Die! Slap! It isn't over! My ultimate
Moonlight! Southern Empire!
Sufficient healing is also crucial.
I'm gathering momentum!
Let's go. Feeling good. I see you.
All right, time for the finish.
Gonna smash you in! Hit them where they least expect!
All right.
Riku first in line.
You're in for it now! You're done!
This isn't the end. You're finished.
Your activation on Senna.
How about something like this?
Observe my
Noogie Storm, go!
I'll lead.
I'm with you.
Time for the big one! More where that came from! You
Nothing of team.
Overkill from the Nopon. Double reactivation. Riku and Banana and Uni. We've done Noah already. Let's pick. Let's pick lands, give defenders a bit of a bonus on their TP amounts.
I can follow that up.
Cap us there.
You're done.
Got two of us back, Uni.
Leave it to Uni.
Okay, we're gonna get Noah and Mio's Ouroboros.
Let me do the honors.
Me next. Oh, we're not done yet. Ah!
Uni back again, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get everyone here.
Everyone get ready.
I think here we go.
Let me do the honors.
Lands, start us off.
I'm with you.
Tie on. Cap us. Uni go for the kill.
I'm hot on your heels.
And now Mio and Noah really go for the kill.
Finish your turn. Slowly down. Sink your breathing.
Strike true! Upon this sword, I pledge my strength!
Yes, that went well.
750,000. Classes acquired by a few different people.
Something so valuable here.
And a nice improvement they made in Torn of the Golden Country is that when items fall off a cliff after defeating an enemy like that, they're not just lost like they were in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but are given directly into the player's inventory. That would have sucked to go through all that work to not even get any of its drops. Another container before we arrive at the material storage warehouse. And arrive we will. Miori. Hey, are you Miori? What? Miss Timna sent us. We're trying to get some ether cylinders. Timna did? Well, is that all? She didn't give you a message or something? Huh? A message? Don't think I remember anything like that. Right, no deal then. You can leave now. What? Look, this isn't what we were told. I'm a busy gal, okay? Beat it. Hey, wait. Suggest to abandon hope. She give the coldest shoulder. Oh, right. She said to mention that the Nopon needs his money. Was that really what she said? To the word, to the letter? Are you sure? Huh? Oh. Was it needs are many instead? Yes, now I get it. I'll get them ready for you. Really? Thanks so much. Great success! I see, so that's what she meant by the conversation going smoothly. Huh? It mean this person big ol' Nopon fan, only reasonable really. No banana. So, how many do you need? 300 ether cylinders. Is that manageable? I'll check. Hold tight. Also, don't let anyone near the storage. Sure thing. Don't let anyone near. Pff, like anyone would bother coming out here without a rock-solid reason. It sounded like the faction she belongs to doesn't want any involvement with us. I imagine she doesn't want to be suspected of helping Ouroboros. Well then, should we give her a hand? The faster it's done, the sooner we can be out of her hair. She said not to let anyone near. I would assume that includes us. Yeah, let's keep watch like we were told. Huh? Something up, Mimi? I just heard something. It's coming this way. Whoa, check them out. Why are they so big? Let's take them out before things get messy. I'm with you.
Always nice to see a new face.
Polana Ansel.
I got something for you. You're on fire. Enemy's broken away from me. Mundo.
Got a fake crack, they broke away. Nail slash.
Come here. I got something for you. Appreciate it.
Quick draw.
I'll keep up the attack.
Let's just whack out the damage, see if we can get aggro that way.
Let's show them.
Yep, we're getting aggro.
Butterfly blade. Pushing up the odds a little. The heat is up.
Yeah, feels just like it should. Aerial.
Gemini.
This one's lost their way.
Butterfly blade.
Got to face me. Root
I
here.
want to surrender before we grind you into dust.
The strength. It's amazing. Figured out.
People measure bite and bark.
Fire!
Ah, Riku and Banana leveled up with us.
Time to send them packing.
Riku and Banana, I mean. It's a little difficult when you've been trained for 18 years to read properly. I heard a ruckus out here. Anything I need to worry about? Not even slightly. Nobody's here. Right. I prepared the ether cylinders. Take them and go. Thanks. Ship ether cylinders, 3 full stacks, and 3.
We should be done with the ether cylinders now. Let's get back to Mr. Salmon.
A ship, huh? I'm on board for that. You think you're all that, do ya?
It apparently does.
Demon Slayer! Gale Slash!
I see you. Butterfly blade.
Power
Driving arrow. Wide
Slash
thrust.
cross impact! Rising
Fast. Staying.
So
Power.
reckless in the Demon Slayer!
Butterfly blade.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
And from here, we are going to head right down to our Nopon friend at the Centridge Harbor Control. Salmon is there.
Job well done. Salmon pull all-nighter to install. Expect to be shipshape by tomorrow morning.
That soon?
Salmon never flounder. Always get job done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you not necessary. Salmon is fixer-upperer by trade.
What's that?
Ah, this is ultimate vessel.
Ultimate vessel.
That right. Even vortexing raging great sea not slow advance. It'd go down in history as queen of boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Wow.
Quest complete. Castle access. 0 experience, 0 gold, 5 soul points. Now that we've had yet another tidbit about crossing the ocean vortex in the center of the landmass, I had theorized earlier that the ocean vortex is going to be where Mobius's headquarters is, and while that is still very likely the case, we now have a second alternative that the ocean vortex is where the true queens are hiding, or resting, or sealed away. It could be that Mobius headquarters is also where the queens are sealed away. I'm gonna see if we can't find a little bit of a way in there, but yeah, no, I'll do that later on my time. For now, we're just gonna grab these two machine parts, and you guessed it, skip travel to the city camp.
There, all done.
Wow! Amazing!
Okay, I'll bag you the next one. I even brought the materials and stuff. Make me something mega cool, yeah?
Sure. What kind of blade do you want? Sword? Gun?
Fists.
Okie dokie.
Hey.
Hmm?
If we didn't have to fight each other, you think that could have been Yoren?
Euron, did you ditch training again just to work on this stuff? Did not. I'm not skiving. I just had a bad headache. I gave notice too.
Excuse me? No one did that for you, right?
Yeah, I'm used to doing it.
Okay, it's done. Hold on. Is that...
Who's that? Lance.
This one's Uni, and this is Noah.
Hey, that looks just like me. Good job, matey.
Huh?
I love it, Euron.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't have your talent. All we can do is slash and shoot each other. But you create things.
Hey, so who's this? We know someone like that?
Looks like a real tough fella.
That's... it's me.
What?
This is you.
It looks nothing like you.
Yeah, but, like, that's what I want to end up like, someday. Silly, huh?
It's not silly. I believe in you. I've seen exactly what you can do.
You think he's got what it takes? You're talking out your bum.
No, I'm not. He can do it. Right, Jorn?
I'll try then. I'll try really hard.
He looked up to me, man. Smiling.
Sometimes it's hard to judge, huh? What we're supposed to be protecting. It all gets a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Even so, his smile was the real thing. We should cherish that. Next time we'll think twice about who really needs punching.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So you saw it.
Huh?
Your husk. Your own lifeless husk. You've come across it.
How did you...
Your eyes. You looked like you were gazing into your own past.
That's crazy. Live long enough and you learn how to figure out stuff like that.
Oh, it hasn't been as long as you think. But folk do tell me I'm pretty sharp.
No. How come you don't wake these guys up? Couldn't you use the help? Or is it because they'd just be Mobius fodder?
They can't be fodder. If we wake them up here, they'll be freed from the shackles of the flame clock.
So why then?
Because this is our fight. We don't know how long it'll take. And their lives are short.
So you don't want to get them mixed up in everything?
That's one reason.
And the other?
People need to learn who they really are. What they have to leave behind for posterity. I want them to wake up in a world that affords them that chance.
How do we discover who we really are?
That from the husk.
Yeah.
You won't find yourself there.
Huh?
You've got to look to the present and the future only. The one in the past, it isn't you. You didn't make that, and it's not yours.
Make that?
But look to the future, and you can build yourself up however you like. You can become whoever you want to be.
I can?
You've got the power to do so. Be true to yourself.
Thank you. That's...
Well, that's what my dad always said.
Your dad?
But it goes for you, too.
True to myself. We'll see.
Ha! Really? Did you seriously just burn your tongue again?
You saw that.
Well, your soup is one of the highlights of my day.
Really? Whoa, thanks. I'm flattered.
It was just the truth.
Want some to taste test?
For real. Good thing I got off early. You enjoy cooking?
Oh, it's been drilled into me. It's a ritual now. Can't really start the day without making a pot.
I get you. 2 months, huh? Since that battle.
Yeah.
You're tough. No joke.
Eh?
We heard from uni that you're just like us.
Oh, that part.
I've been plodding along, playing it all cool. But when we saw him again, I thought, nah, snuff all of this.
I'm scared too. Just so you know. Since Monica told us the whole truth, I've hoped... No. I'm sure I'll see Miyabi again. I'm so sure of it.
Hard, wasn't it? Hearing that.
Yeah. But it sure beats ignorance.
That's what Noah thinks too. You're hard as nails.
What we don't know might as well not exist. It's an obvious way to think, but it isn't right. Closing my eyes doesn't mean evil disappears.
And so, you go on?
Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end. With all of you.
You said it.
Did we hear from Monica? Yeah, the ship's ready. Mr. Salmon must have pulled an all-nighter. It's all gonna kick off soon. Our preparations should also be complete. Let's rendezvous with Mr. Salmon at the port. Let's. And with that, we are going to call this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 here. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like and consider subbing to the channel. It costs you nothing and helps me out immensely. As always, comments are welcome down below, and please do consider answering the question of the day, which I will frequently post down there. And without any further ado, I have been your Captain Whale. I hope you are all having fantastic days, Whale Pod. But until next time, goodbye.